Hi and welcome back. And for those who are new to my channel, my name is Jackie Bitutu Wanyande. A few years ago, I think more than 10 years ago, when I reported to my first banking job, I had been going to the bank twice a year on average to sign forms for getting a loan. But when I joined the bank, I was quite shocked. I actually thought that everything looked so beautiful, the way it looks on the outside. It's very clean with nice sofas, a glass of juice, and very smart and elegant relationship managers. When I went to the back office of the bank, I was shocked. The amount of files and customer documents that are in hard copy, it was shocking for me. And I remember in one of those EXCO meetings, I said to the CFO that I think customers can stay away from the bank, because I managed to stay away from the bank, and I go to the bank not more than twice in a year. So I suspect that customers can do that. And the CFO was like, you know, you're a digital lunatic. You do everything digitally. You even take notes in this meeting using your iPad. You're not our ideal customer. But let's now think about it. How many years later? More than 14 years later. And if you look at what has happened in the banking industry, it's amazing. More than 90% of those transactions that customers were coming physically to the bank, filling forms and getting approvals and physical stamps happening on those forms. More than 90% of those transactions are actually now digital. Thanks to the internet banking, mobile banking apps, and now customers can do absolutely everything on their phone. At that point, it was unbelievable to even think that you could get a loan of up to 4 million shillings from the comfort of your house, just on your phone. Just going into the phone, checking on how much you qualify for, accepting, and in seconds, you have 4 million transferred into your bank account, up to 4 million shillings. That was not thought of. And I think in 2018, 2019, 8% of the banks, in 2018, 8% of the banks actually spent more than 200 million shillings in digital transformation, just transforming their systems. And that's how banking in Kenya has been transformed. A lot of countries can look to Kenya to see what we are doing with the payment systems. So let's, in terms of what's in it for you? What's in it for you who's listening to me? You're probably not a bank, you're probably not a big corporate, you're an SME, or you're an individual. The thing is that the audience that we communicate to has changed, and we are not selling solutions. We are not selling products anymore. We are selling experiences. And for us to sell experiences, you need to digitally transform your organization. And it's possible for you, depending on where you are on your journey today. Let's look at the soft things that banks did, away from investing in the right systems and upgrading the current existing systems and mapping them backwards to be able to work for the customer in terms of accessing services and even opening up current accounts for customers digitally. There are many other things that banks did. The 5 key things that CEOs in Kenya did to achieve the over 90% digital transactions, an increase in 44% in terms of customer acquisition because of digital onboarding, was as follows. 1, investment in the right systems. I think a lot of banks at that time upgraded their banking systems, their core banking systems. They got integrators in place to integrate new systems with legacy systems. The second thing they did is train their staff, upskill them, because there is nothing as dangerous as having the right tools, the right customer, the right systems, and have a less than empowered employee. And then the third thing that they did was to digitize the customer onboarding process. That used to take up to 30 days for a credit card. It used to take up to 3 days to 4 days for a basic current account. That had to be sorted. And as I said before, these increased up to 44% in terms of the number of customers that were being onboarded, just because of the simplicity for the top 8% banks in Kenya. The other thing that the banks did is they elevated the role of the person who was driving digitization and digitalization in the bank. So this could be your typical head of digital banking. It depends on which bank it is. And this role was expected to be able to communicate to the board, because sometimes in terms of major changes in strategy and systems, the board has to be kept informed on a regular basis. And besides just elevating that role, they went ahead to change the contracting. And that's the fifth item. The employees now knew that when bonus comes in March, it will be measured based on how your portfolio looks like. So if you're a head of sales, how many customers did you onboard digitally? If you're a head of private banking, how many of your private banking customers are still coming to the branch, and what transactions are they doing? The thing that banks continue to do today that makes it important that the digital journey is successful is looking at that data that they have collected through these basic 5 things that they have done, and looking at how to increase the points of contact with the customer. I think that is something that we can handle in another video altogether, on how to use data to improve the average revenue per customer, to improve the level of engagement with the customer, and to proactively give the customer what they need. Basic example, you receive an SMS informing you that you qualify for this amount of money every month, and to access the money, you just need to take the following steps, and it's never more than 3 steps. For you who's watching right now, you don't have to be a bank. Whatever business you are in, whether you're in freight business, whether you're in a training business, whether you're an SME in agric, whether you're an avocado farmer, whether you are a professional or someone who's trying to work from home, digital transformation is inevitable. Let's have the conversation on what you can do with your business today to take you to the next step. As we progress into this era where artificial intelligence has become the big thing, it's important that the structures and the systems and the people and the support that your organization requires is in place, so that you can actually take advantage of technology as it improves the way we do things every day. I have been part of transformation for a lot of organizations. If you want to get in touch with me, my details are at the bottom of the video as soon as I release it, and you will be able to reach me on email, and you can reach me on phone. We can have a conversation. It is a one-on-one conversation. It could be about your organization. It could be about your profession and how you want to go to the next level. I'm always happy to help. And thank you, and keep watching my videos.